أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الرحمن الرحيم.
الرحمن الرحيم.
مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا
Some of you saying ضالين. Okay, we have a shadda on lam, so we have to stress. ولا الضالين. And the basic rule we would learn today is called al-qalqala. Okay, who knows the huruf al-qalqala? Huruf of al-qalqala, letters of qalqala. Yes, yes, 5 harf, which is qutubu jad, qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. Qutubu jad. To make easy to remember, we put in the group qutubu jad. Whenever any of this harf has sukoon, we have to bounce the harf. Like قل هو الله أحد, قل أعوذ برب الفلق. Okay. يدا أبي لهب وتب وما كسب. So those huruf we have to bounce them, only 5. Other than this 5, we don't shake them, don't bounce them. Okay? Just like when you're driving, you make sudden stop, what happened to the car? It shakes. Same thing like qalqala is. Okay? But the expert driver, when they stop the car, anything shakes? Nothing shakes. Okay, so the rest of the huruf, no shaking. We cannot say Maliki yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu. So only qutubu jad huruf, we shake them. Rest of them, we don't shake. Okay, after I go over a few things, then any of you would like to recite, they can, one-on-one, so we correct them. Okay, Al-Fatiha. Why I started with the Al-Fatiha? Who knows any fadila about Surah Al-Fatiha? Anything you know about special about the Fatiha? Huh? Al-Kitab. It's the mother of the book. One of the name, Al-Kitab. How many names we have Surah Al-Fatiha? At least. Huh? 3. We have at least 25 names of Surah Al-Fatiha. Anybody know what are the names? Sab'a al-Mathani, okay. الكتاب, الفاتحة, الشافية, الشفاء. Shifa, you know why this surah have this name? Anybody remember the story of Sahaba? Yes, Ahsant. In the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sahaba, they were traveling, and suddenly a girl showed up asking, is there anyone who can make ruqya? Anyone can make ruqya, because our men are out in the daytime. Probably they go for work or something. There's none of the men around. So those a group of traveler, which was Sahaba, she asked them if there anybody can make ruqya. One of the Sahabi, he stand up and went with her. And the person was the master of the leader of that village. And he just recited Al-Fatiha. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cured him. Cured that leader or master of the village. And then he gave them 30 sheep, okay, plus other gifts. And Sahaba say, we are not going to do anything unless we come to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They came to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they asked, and they explained what happened. Prophet sallallahu said, how did you know? In one hadith, how did you know it was a ruqya? Then other hadith, he said, how did he knew about Al-Fatiha was ruqya? So we learn from this several things. One, that Prophet ﷺ did not say it was wrong. He said it was good, and he was happy that the Sahabi did right thing. Also, we learn that ijtihad in these things is open. If somebody recite any surah, any ayah for ruqya, no problem. Prophet ﷺ did not say, oh, never do it again. You have to come to me and ask me if this ayah can fit there. He didn't say that. Also, the legality of ruqya itself is mashru'. It's sunnah. Prophet ﷺ used to do ruqya a lot on himself as well with the Quran. So, also he said, وَضْرُبُوا لِي مِنْهَا سَهْمًا. Take the gift, also have share for me. Because they were hesitating to take this gift. Prophet said, okay, take it and also have my share. To make it fully legal, halal, make them feel comfortable, because he's also taking the share from it. So nobody will have any hesitation about this gift. So the name, one of the surah's name, Ash-Shifa or Ash-Shafiya. Okay, cure. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And also in the hadith, عَلَيْكُمْ بِالشِّفَاءَيْنِ الْقُرْآنُ وَالْعَسْلِ. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the book which has a cure. And also he says in the hadith, you should try to seek the cure in Quran and honey. Honey, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also mentioned, يَخْرُجُ مِن بُطُونِهَا شَرَابٌ مُخْتَلِفٌ أَلْوَانُهُ فِيهِ شِفَاءٌ لِلنَّاسِ. These bees, they produce sharab which has a cure. Of course, if it is pure, the way Allah mentioned in the Quran, ثُمَّ كُلِي مِن كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ فَاسْلُكِي سُبُلَ رَبِّكِ ذُلُلًا يَخْرُجُ مِن بُطُونِهَا شَرَابٌ مُخْتَلِفٌ أَلْوَانُهُ فِيهِ شِفَاءٌ لِلنَّاسِ. So there is no doubt that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put cure in the Quran and in the honey. We know also the story of companion when he came to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam complaining about his sickness. He said, get honey, drink the honey. He did, came back, he said, it became worse. Prophet ﷺ said, okay, go drink more. It become worse, more worse. Second time he comes, said the thing become worse. Prophet ﷺ said, okay, go, do more, drink even more. Third time he drink also, and after third time he get cured. So the medical analysis, they saying he has some things in his stomach, in his system. He needed more honey to cleanse everything. So once get cleansed, alhamdulillah, he get good. And Prophet ﷺ say he did not get scared. He's telling and coming and saying, my stomach is getting worse. Prophet said, go do more, drink more. See, if was any of us, even physician, when he say, oh, things is getting worse, they will change the medicine. They will do something else. But he was Prophet of Allah. وَمَا يَنْتَقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Prophet ﷺ would not say anything out of his desire. It's wahi from Allah. And also Allah said, this drink, honey, has a cure. He says, صَدَقَ بَطْنُكَ وَكَذَبَ لَا كَذَبَ بَطْنُكَ وَصَدَقَ اللَّهِ. So, Kafiya, one of the name of Surah Al-Fatiha, Al-Kafiya. Kafiya. This is only the surah which, if you don't recite in the salah, your salah is not valid. Okay? Even though some do exceptions, some ulama, but majority, لا صلاة لمن لم يقرأ بفاتحة الكتاب. Okay? Your salah is incomplete unless you recite Surah Al-Fatiha. And any surah, you can recite a piece of it, except Al-Fatiha. You cannot have half in first rak'ah and half in second rak'ah. It has to be complete surah in order for the salah to be valid. So, just if you go over the names, it's a 25 name. Each the name will take few hours to finish explanation for each. We know the hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when Jibril alayhi salam was visiting and they heard the sound. The Jibril said, a door from heaven is open. It was never open before. And the angel came, he never came before. And they came and they say, oh, you've been giving two lights. أُوتِيتَ نُورَيْنِ لَمْ يُؤْتَ أَحَدُهُمَا قَبْلَكَ. That lights, nobody was giving before. Even the Quran did not have those lights beside the one, those specifically. Torah and Injil, they did not have. Then he said, Khawatim Surah Al-Baqarah, Fatihatul Kitab, wa Surah Al-Baqarah, the Khawatim Surah Al-Baqarah. Like the last page of Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Al-Fatiha. Okay? And we know the last page of Surah Al-Baqarah, Lillahi ma fi samawati wal ard, in the hadith, if you recite, the day you recite, you have a protection from magician. The magician cannot do anything on you. So many times the magician, they try to send people, oh, get me this person, do something with them, and they come back, those jinn or those muwakilin, oh, we cannot do anything to that person. Why? Is being guarded, protected by ayat of Quran. So yes. Lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ard will cover everything, inshallah. Okay. So it's easy to read or memorize. Make our children to memorize and recite once a day. Get free protection, free insurance from magic and all this kind of problem which can lead to disasters. In this surah, also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the conclusion of most of the ayat of Quran. The surah includes most of the Quran is talking what we have in most of it in this surah. So as we go, inshallah, we will discuss the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in this surah and treasures in this. Who would like to recite Al-Fatiha for correction? Who's brave? Yes. إياك نعبد. Okay, إياك نعبد. What was the problem? Good, but I'm just trying to explain. Budu, after dal, we do not have anything to make it long, okay? We have to have a waw to say budu, okay? Since there is no waw, no ya, no alif, we can't prolong, okay? What are the huruf al-mad? What are the thing, if they're there, we have to make long or prolong? Alif, waw, ya, okay? Those are the three harf, which when they come with any other harf, we have to prolong it, okay? Like ba, bu, bi, okay? Da, du, di. Da, I'm adding alif after the dal. Du, I'm adding waw after the dal. And di, I'm adding ya, okay? So one of these three harf we have to have in order to make any mad in the Quran. If there is none of any of those three harf, we cannot make mad, we cannot prolong, okay? That's the condition for any kind of mad in the Quran. They have to have one of those, okay? Okay, تفضل.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. نعبد.
Yes.
وإياك نستعين. نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay, we inshallah will pair the people, so they need to work one-on-one more time to make a complete fixing of the huruf. The makharij, the pronunciation of each harf should be exact, and also the vowels, harakat, fatha, kasra, dhamma. Fatha has to be complete fatha, kasra has to be complete kasra, and dhamma has to be complete dhamma. As Ibn al-Jazari said, وَالْأَخْذُ بِالتَّجْوِيدِ حَتْمٌ لَازِمُ وَمَنْ لَمْ يُجَوِّدِ الْقُرْآنَ آثِمُ لِأَنَّ الْإِلَهَ بِهِ أَنْزَلَ وَهَكَذَا مِنْهُ إِلَيْنَا وَصَلَ. That reciting the Quran with tajweed, it is a must, it's an obligation on every Muslim and Muslimah. Why? لِأَنَّ الْإِلَهَ بِهِ أَنْزَلَ. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed. And then He protected until it reached to us. And some of the ulama of Quran, they said, if the Quran being recited different than the way it was revealed to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are lying to Allah. You're saying Allah said so, He did not say so. Because you're changing the word, you're changing differently, because it's a word of Allah. So it has to be recited the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed, and He protected until it came to us. It's still protected and still will protect it until the day of judgment. And Allah said in the Quran, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, recite the Quran with proper tone. So, as long as we're trying to learn, alhamdulillah, we are in good shape. But if we are neglecting, then, our salah is not valid in many cases. If we do not, properly give the vowels, we are not putting fatha, kasra, dhamma correctly, and sometimes it changes the meaning as well. If you're changing the harf from qaf to kaf, or kaf to qaf, it's changing the meaning. Like kalb, what does kalb mean? Dog. And qalb, heart. So it's a big difference. And kul mean what? No, kul. Kul mean to eat. And qul, to say. Okay? Some of might not even differentiate between these two, kul and qul. But it's a huge difference of meaning. Okay? So if we're changing the meaning, salah is not valid. So we have to make sure we do our best to correct our pronunciation, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. The good news, Allah said, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We made the Quran easy for those who would like to recite, for those who would like to understand, for those who would like to memorize. So whoever work hard, Allah give them. Allah give them, but we have to take seriously. I remember one of my students, he's today Imam, one of the big Masjid Imam. He met me many years back, and he came to Islam after old age. When he started, one line he could not say correctly. He has to break it maybe 7-8 times. A lot of difficulty. I assume that this person can never recite Quran properly, because I didn't have experience teaching adult. I taught at that time the younger one. But subhanallah, after every Maghrib, 3-4 days a week in the masjid, he will hold me. He will come. So I don't want to reject him. I kept helping him, and he kept going for 3 years. After 3 years, this is the same person who was not Arabic speaker. If I have to leave the masjid, it was one of the big masajid, I would ask him, you are the one going to be leading the salah. Meaning he's the best in that masjid became after 3 years. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened his everything. His tongue become, mashallah, moving good. Now today he's one of the big masjid. He's a imam there. Mashallah, he used to be like cab driver at that time. Then afterward, alhamdulillah, he memorized significant of Quran. He did Islamic studies. Now, alhamdulillah, he's a imam. So, as example, nobody should think that they cannot learn because of they are not Arabic speaker, or they have any kind of other problem. Every human being can do, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Among the bounties and ni'mah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with is Quran. And if you go to any international Quran competition, you will find many times the first winner is from Bangladesh, from Turkey, from Malaysia, from Indonesia, from India, and they probably never spoke Arabic word in their life, but first in the world. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give, yes.
When the Harkat was added, because the Arabic was the native language for the people of at the time of the age of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when the Harkat actually added in the Muslim?
Harakat, nothing. First of all, anything in the Quran came, nothing was added by anybody as new thing. Everything was already there. Like rule of Tajweed we're talking today, with the Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma, what we're talking about, Quran was recited with all these things. It was in recitation. There was no theory. Okay? It's like a reverse engineering. Usually they have a theory, then they apply to the project. Here was not. Project came first, and then they did the reverse engineering. Like a second century of Hijrah, when a lot of Muslims start getting married with Arab, non-Arab, mixing. As we know, when we have children here, they speak half English, half Arabic, half other language. So that start happening. The concerned Sahaba and Tabi'een, they decided to do something for the Quran. So this mixing in marriage should not affect the Quranic pronunciation or Quranic word. They came up with the rule regulation. How they came up? They called the best Sahaba or Tabi'een, whoever existed at the time. Who knows what are the best Sahaba or good reciter at the time? Abdullah bin Mas'ud? Mu'adh bin Jabal? Yes. And Ubay ibn Ka'ab? And Salim. Okay, Prophet ﷺ said, خُذُوا الْقُرْآنَ مِنْ أَرْبَعَةٍ. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, Mu'adh, Ubay ibn Ka'ab, and Salim. So take the Quran, learn the Quran from 4, and he mentioned those names. And if you see, he did not mention any Khulafa al-Rashidin. So they were expert in this field. That's what he gave the reference. Even though Khulafa al-Rashidin, they were very good reciter as well. But he chose this 4, the top. And also in the hadith he said, Man سره أن يقرأ القرآن غضا طريا كما أنزل فليقرأ على قراءة ابن أم عبد. Whoever wished to recite the Quran as was revealed fresh, try to recite like Abdullah bin Mas'ud. So Sahaba, they knew who was the expert. They called them and asked him, okay, recite the Quran. They recited and they analyzed. And they came up with the rule from the recitation. And they said, the first person who put the rule, some say it was Abu al-Aswad al-Du'li, and some said it was Khalil bin Ahmad al-Farahidi. Okay, who put the rule of Tajweed after analyzing the recitation. You know, they came up with those rules. For instance, Alif Lam Mim. Lam, why he's making long? Okay. Ha Mim Ain, why he's making long? What's the theory behind? So they analyze, reverse engineering. Like for instance, Ha Mim, Ha is only 2 haraka long, 2 bit long. Mim 6 bit, 6 count. Like Ha Mim. Okay. Mim we're doing 6 and Ha we're doing 2. Why? Same thing. Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. Kaf and Ha. No, Kaf we're doing 6. Ha we're doing 2. Ya we're doing 2. And Sad we're doing 6. Ain we're doing 6. Even though we can do 4. Ain, Sin, Qaf. Ha, Mim, Ain, Sin, Qaf. Mim 6. Ain 6. Qaf 6. Okay. Sin 6. Why? The group of the huruf we're making 6, they are all in the same category. How? Inshallah, we will have a projector one day working here, so we can show you. It will be a lot easier to see actually. So Ha is built of 2 harf. We have any here Nuraniya to show some Any Nuraniya book here? Ha and ya and ha, those huruf built of only two harf. Okay? The group of those huruf, hayyun tuhur, ha, ya, ta, ha, ra. Those huruf, they prolong two haraka and they built of two. Okay?
This one
I don't know, belong to who this. We can use the other side, the underside. It's a group of hayy and tuhur. They are, let's say, ha, ya, ra. Is any black color? There is a, I think there's blue there, or black. It's right here. Yeah. See, ha is built of two harf, ha and alif. Okay? Ya, same thing, ya and alif, ra also same way. While mim built of three harf. Okay, mim has mim, ya, mim. Okay? So one group of the huruf built of three like this one, the other group built of two harf, ha and alif, okay, kaf, like kaf, ha, ya, ain, sad. When we're saying kaf is just like a meme, built of three, kaf, alif, fa, and the last harf of each of them has a sukoon. Okay, so whenever that happens in any of those huruf, they are seven hayyun tuhur and then naqas asalukum. All the huruf which falls in the category of this, they have to be prolonged 6 haraka long. 3 multiplied by 2, 6. Okay, this one hayyun tuhur, ha, ya, ra, ta. Like ta also is more clear in ta. Ta and alif is built of two harf. Okay, so any of those huruf built of two, we prolong 2 haraka long. 2, prolong it 2 haraka, or 2 count, the same thing. Count, haraka, count, bit, some call. So it's 2 haraka long. If it's built by the 3 harf, it's going to be 6 haraka long. So all these huruf al-muqatta'a, ha, mim, kaf, ha, ya, ain, sad, taha, yasin, sad, qaf, tasin, mim, they are either built of 2 or 3.
So I is 4.
Huh?
In this definition, I should be 4. Ain 4. But it could be 6 also.
What?
Ain can be prolonged as a 6 also.
Yeah, harf ain is a special. It's a little bit special. Ain we do 6 in the standard, but it could be 4 as well. But why? The difference between ain and other huruf. See, this one has a fatha and followed the last thing. Let's see here. See, the harf al-mad is waw preceded by dhamma. Okay, before waw sakina we have to have dhamma. And before ya sakina we have to have a kasra. Before alif we have to have fatha. Okay, so here before the ya sakina we have a kasra which required, and before alif here we have a fatha, and before ya here we don't have a kasra here. Okay, it requires kasra to be harf al-mad. So is this in this case is not harf al-mad, is harf al-lin. Okay, since it's a harf al-lin, so rule for harf al-lin followed by sakin, you can make it 2, 4 or 6. Okay, but in huruf al-muqatta'a, according to Tayyiba, not Shatibiya, most of us reciting according to Shatibiya. According to Tayyiba, you can make it 4 haraka long. Okay, 4 or 6. This one. Because before the ya we have a fatha. It's required to be kasra before the ya. Okay, to be harf al-mad. So those huruf al-muqatta'a, there are 2 groups. One group is called hayyun tuhur, ha, ya, ra, ta. Okay, this group built of 2, you have to be 2 haraka long. Okay, the second group is naqasa asalukum, or kam aslun naqas. Naqasa asalukum. Okay, noon qaf sad, ain sin lam kaf mim. Okay, next time inshallah I usually have all written prepared, so just show them slide. So naqasa asalukum, as you see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 harf. Those 8 harf, one group, they all, each of them 6 haraka long. We cannot reduce any haraka. We cannot add. We can qaf like noon, noon wal qalami wa ma yasturun. Same thing qaf, qaf. Okay, and sad, same thing, sad. Same thing, ayn, sin, lam, kam, mim. And the theory behind here, why we're doing this 6. Okay, that's a further step. Anytime the harf al-mad by itself, like this case, ta and alif, is going to be 2 haraka long. Like babu, bi, ta, tu, ti. It's a lesson 8 in our Nuraniya book is all 2 haraka long, 2 bit long. Okay, if it's built of, it's a harf al-mad which is alif, preceded by fatha, it's going to be 2 haraka long. However, if after this harf al-mad which is alif here, we put hamza, it's going to become 4 or 5 haraka long. Okay, if I put hamza here after this alif, it's going to become longer, 4 or 5 haraka long. Okay, if instead of hamza I put sukoon, just like here, if I put sukoon or shadda, it's going to become 6 haraka long. Okay, so this group naqasa asalukum, that's what's going on. We have harf al-mad which is ya preceded by kasra followed by sukoon. In this case we have to do 6 haraka long. Okay, so this is the basic of mad. Harf al-mad by itself, babu, bi, 2 haraka long. If you put after any of those huruf al-mad hamza, it becomes 4 or 5 haraka long, like ja'a. Okay, ja'a, this, let's say it was ja by itself is 2 haraka long because we have alif preceded by fatha and there is nothing after, so it's 2 haraka long. If I put hamza, it's gonna become ja'a, so it's 4 or 5 haraka long. Instead of hamza, if I put some harf here with the shadda or sukoon, like let me put here noon with the shadda, just like in Surah Ar-Rahman. Jan. Okay, so in this case it's going to be how many haraka? 6 haraka. Okay, we have a sukoon here, with the sukoon is 6, with the shadda is 6. Okay, that's a simple form of the mad, then all the mudud branches from there. Harf al-mad by itself, 2 haraka. Okay, ja, ba, bu, bi, ta, tu, ti. Put hamza after, it becomes 4 or 5 haraka long. If you put sukoon or shadda after, like let's see, this hamza and I put a sukoon on it, it's gonna be 6 haraka long. Okay, or put anything and put shadda on it, it's gonna be 6 haraka long. So this is the simple way to start with the mad, the rules of mad. But then we have lots of different names of mad, different things. All they are branched from here, all they driven from here. Okay, so it is it's unique. We're talking about this. The system we just talked about, Hayyun Tuhur Naqas Asalakum. This applies only for huruf al-muqatta'a. Huruf al-muqatta'a, those huruf they come in the beginning of the surahs. Okay, huruf awal al-surah. The surahs start from like alif lam mim sad, alif lam ra, kaf ha ya ain sad. So they have a special rule, and who knows the meaning of those? Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. You know, and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave the example for that if you recite 1 harf of Quran, you get how many hasana? 10 hasana. Okay, he said la aqulu alif lam mim harf ولكن ألف حرف ولام حرف وميم حرف. And he chose the example from the huruf nobody knows the meaning. Okay, this also give us understanding whether you understand or not. You're getting 10 hasana. Okay, you're getting the minimum is 10 hasana. How about if you understand? How about if you apply? So it's in another hadith it says it can go to up to 700 hasana. So if you apply and understand and apply, you're getting more and more hasana. 10 you're getting just for reading for each harf. And we said Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. How many harf and how many hasana are we getting? 119. Yes, we have 19 harf multiplied by 10 is 119 hasana. 190, not 19, 90. Al-Fatiha, how many words we have? We have 25 words and I think 113 harf in Surah Al-Fatiha. So multiply by 10. Huh? No, okay. Over 1,000 hasana you're getting just by one time reciting Al-Fatiha. Okay. So same way 1 juz of Quran has around 70,000 harf. Multiply by 10, 700,000. Okay, that's the minimum you're getting. If you apply, you know, Hajjaj bin Yusuf, they say he was one of those who actually helped to put this the vowels in the Quran. And we know also he was very tough man. But you know, he used to finish the Quran every 3 days. That person known that he was, people call a lot of names. But even though whatever, he used to finish the Quran in 3 days. You know, and there is a story of somebody was in the jungle and he was also in hunt, Hajjaj bin Yusuf. And Hajjaj asked him, and there's a lot of story about Hajjaj bin Yusuf, Thaqafi. Randomly somebody he met in the jungle while he was hunting, he said, do you know anything about Hajjaj? What do you think about him? He said he's a zalim, he's this, he's killing people. Yeah, he made big long list of that he's very bad person. He asked him, oh, do you know who I am? He said no. He said I'm the Hajjaj. I'm the same person you say all made a list, bad list. He said he was smart also. He said, do you know who I am? He said no. You know, I'm the majnoon, I'm the crazy, and أسرع مرتين في اليوم. I get what is إسراع. I get fainted twice a day. So I'm crazy, and I have attacked twice a day. So he let him go. But otherwise, for sure, he was going to kick his neck. The way the Hajjaj was known, any mistake, kill. So even whatever he was, subhanallah, he used to finish the Quran in 3 nights, 3 days. Because he knew what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in this book. So same thing in this, as I said, is the i'jaz of Quran. Those huruf have a special everything, meaning Allah only knows, and also the huruf system and how the mads are, they all special. As we go, inshallah, we'll discuss more. Okay, you finished? Go ahead. No, walad dhalin. Why we have making walad dhalin 6 haraka long? Yes, what we have there, we have ad-dhalin. We have an alif preceded by fatha, followed by lam, has a shadda on it, okay? Because of this shadda, we have to make 6 haraka long. Walad-dhalin. Okay? And other mad repeated in this surah at the waqf. Okay? Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. This called mad arid lis-sukun. Okay? This, like we said here, meme, after harf mad, if we have a sukun, permanent sukun is going to be 6 haraka long. If it's temporary sukun because of the waqf, is going to be, we're going to have 3 options, either to make 2 haraka or 4 or 6. Okay? Temporary sukun, when we will have temporary sukun? At the waqf time, when we stop. Okay? لأن العرب لا تقف بالحركة ولا تبدأ بالسكون. So Arab or Arabic, you do not start with sukun, and you do not stop with harakat, with vowel. You cannot say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Maliki Yawmiddin. No. Anytime you stop, you have to put the sukun there. Except when we have a ta marbuta. Ta marbuta we stop with ha. Jannatun or jannatan, we stop jannah. Rahmatan, rahmah. Okay. So those, a lot of mudud came in Surah Al-Fatiha. Almost every stop we have mad arid li-sukun. So arid li-sukun we can make it 2 haraka long, or 4 or 6. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Rabbil Alameen, Rabbil Alameen. Okay. Throughout the surah we have all the mudud, and the rule is here, وَاللَّفْظُ فِي نَظِيرِهِ كَمِثْلِهِ. If you start with 2 haraka, you have to carry out all of them 2, 2, 2, 2 until you finish the surah. If you start with 4, you continue with 4, 4, 4. If you start with 6, you continue the entire surah 6, 6, 6. You cannot change first ayah 2 haraka, then second is 4, then the third one is 6. No. Consistency required. Okay. So those are too much things here for the people first time. I'm just giving you how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put all these sciences in this his book. Okay, who please go ahead, finish. Alameen. So huruf, we have a huruf al-isti'la and huruf al-istifal. Isti'la, 7 harf, they are heavy. Okay. To remember, they are khussa dagtin qid. Khussa dagtin qid. For next time, inshallah, we will try to have some handouts or something. Khussa dagtin qid. Those 7 harf, we have to take our tongue high. Okay, so our mouth going to open like this. Qaf, ta, da. This way is going to open. For the rest, huruf al-istifal is going to open this way, like ta, kaf, okay, mim, tha, ta. So Rabbil Alameen. Okay. So other than the 7 harf, we need to open them out this way as smiling. So the tongue will sit in the bottom, in the lower portion, and the harf will become light. Okay. Huruf al-istifal. Istifal mean to take your tongue to lower part of your mouth. Isti'la mean from ulu, take your tongue high. Okay. Harf al-isti'la, khussa daqtin qidh. تفضل.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, we don't say because ayn is not heavy harf, so it's going to be keep tongue in the bottom, so it become not we're making ayn heavy. Okay, so it's going to be rabbil
الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين.
يوم الدين.
مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد.
Okay, a little bit longer. إياك.
إياك نعبد.
إياك. Two haraka long, has to be a little bit longer.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
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 عين you have to make less, so it become full kasra. نستعين.
نستعين.
Yes.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
مستقيم. قاف here has a kasra, it's a harf al-isti'la. To make full kasra, we have to make less heavy. مستقيم, not mustaqim, because kasra is not full.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Ameen. Good job. Again, one reminder, usually I start all my classes with adab talab al-ilm. This time we just started with the Quran directly. The reason why I start with that, to give some reminders, okay? Like correction, nobody should be feeling, oh, it's too much on him. La hayata fi din. There is no shine in learning anything of our part of our deen. And those few points we'll go over about adab talab al-ilm. One of is we are here to learn and teach. Okay, like whatever any of the brother has, their skills. I don't have those skills. If you start teaching here, I would be zero. So nobody should be feeling like, oh, I'm making mistakes. No, that's why we are here. We're here to learn and teach. Even we have to correct many times, that's fine, because that's how we learn. If we don't go for learning, then we never learn. So from adab talab al-ilm, we should be relaxed. No matter how many times we make mistakes, inshallah we will try to help, and we try to group to make everybody get benefits, inshallah. Okay. Next, تفضل.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
Little bit stress on the ya because it has a shadda. إياك. إياك. إياك.
نعبد وإياك نستعين.
نستعين.
نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Okay, na here you see with the alif, that alif is silent. Okay, you have to connect the noon with sad, so it's going to be ihdina as-sirat. I consider there is no alif. Ihdina as-sirat. Ihdina as-sirat.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Same thing, the lam has a shadda, so it has to be doubled. ولا الضال. That part is missing. Very good, mashallah. Very good. Who will be the next brave? تفضل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
بارك الله فيك. Next.
الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
Okay. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Make sure no nasal sound. Okay. Everything from here. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Don't bring it from nose.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
Good. ما شاء الله.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Make full kasra. إهدي. Not إه. إه. إه.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
بارك الله فيك. See, the young people, they pick up very, very fast. That's why I'm working with you. Because just say one time, they are very, mashallah, sensitive, they pick up fast. Yes.
I hear this a lot. People are reciting Iyaka na'budu. Iyaka na'budu. Some people like kind of like give it a tawqala that you shouldn't. Iyaka na'budu. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some people bouncing off of that.
Yeah, that's what I said in the beginning. No bouncing to other than 5 harf we mentioned. قطب إياك نعبد وإياك. Not إياك نعبد وإياك. Okay? So we should not be bouncing those. We all other than 5 harf قطب we should stop gently. Don't let them have any shake. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Not. Okay?
So kind of approach it softly, so you know not the na'budu.
Yes.
Right on.
Yes. Next. تفضل. طاء فخم الطاء شوية.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
كمان مرة اهدنا الصراط را شوية.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
أنعمت عليهم without bouncing.
الذين أنعمت عليهم
أنعمت عليهم. أنع
عليهم
أحسنت.
غير
بارك.
المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay, da will be 6 haraka long. Then lean, we can make it 2 or 4 or 6. Okay, dot part has to be 6 haraka long. Next, تفضل.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم.
من الشيء, make keep shin light. Shay, this way, okay.
الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay, غير ra is a light there. غير ريل أيوة. والثاني ولا لام has to be light. ولا الضاء. نعم أحسنت. What happens when they have a back-to-back 2 harf, one is light, one is heavy, that we have a tendency to make either both of them high, light, or both of them heavy. Okay, so we have to be careful, and the tongue has to move fast. Okay, for the light is going to be low, for the heavy is going to be high. Okay, for lam is light, dad is heavy. تفضل.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
أحسنت. بس أنعمت شوية لا تهز. Okay, don't bounce the noon. Next. Okay, it's time for that.
اهدنا الصراط اهدنا حاول هذه ما بدأت كسر يعني الحكم أنا يخص
Yeah, we look the third harf. If it's a thulathi, if the fi'l is built of 3 harf, we look the third one. If the third one has a kasra or fatha, the hamzatul wasl will have a kasra. Okay, this ihdi dal has a kasra, which is the third harf. So the hamzatul wasl will get the kasra. If the dal, for instance, which is the third harf, has a kasra or fatha, is going to we have to give kasra. Okay, and if there is a dhamma, then it will be one of the 2 cases. A dhamma, if it's dhamma asli, okay, it could be dhamma asli or could be dhamma temporary. If it's asli, then we give dhamma. Okay, if it's a temporary, asli like utlu ma uhiya. Utlu, lam has a dhamma. So utlu ma uhiya is going to, we give dhamma to hamzatul wasl. In the case of imshu, sheen does not have a dhamma asli. It was originally imshiyu. Okay, iqdiyu, ibniyu. So going back to the origin, what happened? Imshiyu, we drop the ya and transfer the kasra to harf before, which is Arabic grammatic rule. Whenever the ya has a dhamma is heavy on ya. So you are allowed to drop the ya and give the haraka of ya to the harf before. So imshu was imshiyu. So we transfer the kasra of ya to sheen. Okay, so so imshu will be imshu, not umshu. Okay, so we're talking about the dhamma asli or ghair asli. Okay, it's ahkam hamzatul wasl, inshallah we might cover one day. Yes, تفضل.
الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Very good, mashallah. Just an'amta and dallin. Little bit need tune up, but very good job, mashallah. Very good. Good participants. Okay, it's time for adhan, I guess. Okay, yeah, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair for coming. Barakallah feekum. Inshallah, everyone, at least you get a couple of thousand hasanat, because if you did not recite, you were listening. You know what you're listening, also getting same. So many people recited Al-Fatiha. Number of time they recited, we have number of time thousands of hasanat, inshallah. خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. Best among you who learn and teach the Quran. Jazakumullah khair. Barakallah feekum. See you inshallah next Sunday. Barakallah feekum inshallah.